Great day, great day, great day. It's me. It's me. Welcome to the first Jewels for Crowns YouTube video of the year. I am like a couple of weeks late. Bear with me. It's been a lot going on. Kind of like a crazy start to the year. But hey, we're here. Welcome back. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Hope you guys had a great new year. Let me put my glasses on. I need to see a little bit because, yeah. There we go. Now I feel complete. So we're here. It's so crazy because a couple of different topics have been going through my mind. It's like I keep saying I'm gonna record, but then something gets in the way. It's like 1 week I wanted to do a topic talking about your responses, and then this week I wanted to talk about, sometimes you have to just let God do a new thing in you. I'm navigating different changes, right? Different changes in my life. I'm transforming. In a way to where it's like I'm changed my perception on things, people, places, things are changing, and it's a lot to grasp at one time, but I'm learning to just trust God in the process. And even now, okay, this hair, I need to get it together. Yeah, just learning to trust God in the process. All right, I'm just gonna leave it alone before I keep making it worse, and that's exactly what I'm doing, is making it worse. Anyways, just to keep trusting God in the process and know that He's in control. And this week's video, the title was posted. Well, you know what? The hell with it. We're just gonna go right into it. This hair is just gonna get itself together on its own eventually. But hey, bear with me. I'm getting used to having the curls back. Let God do a new thing in you. I'm learning to trust God in every aspect of my life. I'm learning to just let Him move and do things His way. Let Him have full control. And it's like, I realized and I've learned that sometimes, or a lot of the times, the reason why things didn't work out the way that I wanted them to, and they didn't work out the way that I thought they were going to, or chaos just seems to keep going on, is because it's like, I'm not sitting back and letting God take control. I'm not sitting back. It's like I'm passenger seat driving. Like, hey, don't get too close to that curb. Hey, no, don't do that. Don't turn there. No, like I'm learning to just fully just let God take control and just do His thing. And it's crazy because I'm talking to you. I keep hearing God say, like, have I ever let you down? No, you not. You have not let me down, not one single time. Yeah. I want to encourage you guys to just, this year, sit back and let God do all the work. Let God do a new thing in you, because I'm learning that in this new thing that He's doing in me, my responses to situations are changing. My responses to people are changing. I no longer feel like I gotta, because my thing was, my get back was, my new form of a get back wasn't getting revenge, but it was just, I'm just not going to deal with you. Like, I'm just not going to deal with you on the level, like, the hell with you. And I'm learning, and I've learned even in church, like, that's not who I'm called to be. That's not how I'm supposed to respond. Like, when you're called, you're not supposed to act like the world. When you're called, you are supposed to have the understanding is, my job isn't to treat you how you treat me. My job is to treat you how you're supposed to be treated. My job is to treat you how I want to be treated. Like, and that's not saying you have to let people mismanage you or mistreat you, no. But even in mismanaging, you can put up distance, you can set boundaries. However, you don't have to go out of your way to sit there and say, well, I'm just not going to do that for you. Or because you did this to me, I'm not going to extend a courtesy to you. No. If it's in your heart to be courteous and to be loving, always do that. Never let people compromise your call. Never let people compromise your witness. Never let people sit there and cause you to act in a way that's not ordained by who you're called to be. I hope that makes sense, because to me it does. Like, you can't let what people do change who you are. You can allow it to, if you can allow it to help you decide how to handle them, or how to move with them, or how to move in a way to where it's conducive to everybody's safety. That's how I look at things. Last couple of weeks, I found myself doing things that I'm just like, I would never do this for the ass. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I know that at the end of the day, God's clearing a path for me. God's clearing a path for me. And I can't put myself in a position where I compromise where God is taking me. Oh, my eye is leaning. Yeah, I can't put myself in a position to where I'm stopping God from doing what he's doing or I'm getting in the way, you know? So I just want to encourage, excuse me, just my eye. Okay, here we go. I just want to encourage you guys to do better. And I want you guys to keep praying for me as I walk through this walk trying to do better. Another thing I want to talk about is just helped in my holiday. My holiday was amazing. I had a great time in Dallas. I came home and I had a great refresh because I realized I hadn't had a break since my auntie passed away. It was like even my birthday, and I learned this in the process. I was so subconsciously wrapped in my grief. I didn't want to be around my friends or my loved ones because I didn't want to deal with that feeling of they're around me and they got to go back home. So that's, to me, it's like leaving. And I struggled with that because my friends were supposed to come here for my birthday, and I ended up saying, like, don't come, let's just schedule, we'll see each other again. But in reality, it was kind of like I just didn't want to deal with that feeling of them leaving. But being around my loved ones in Dallas felt amazing. Next is being around my loved ones in Florida. So that's going to be even 10 times more amazing because the last time I seen my best friend, she was just a mother of three with her 3 boys, and she was a girlfriend. And now the next time I see her, she is going to be a fiance and a mother of 4, and she's finally getting her girl. When I tell you God is so good, like, God answers prayers. And I used to always sit there and say, all right, God, like, if you don't do it for me, do it for them. And I'm watching God do it for them. And I watch God do it for them in such a way to where God's response back to me is, all right, it's your turn. Like, I watched my friends walk in journeys that I wanted to walk into, never hating, never sitting there being like, well, damn, like, that should be me. No, I look at it like, you know what? I know that the joy that you're feeling, I get to watch you experience it. And I'm grateful for my best friend because in this journey, she's invited me along in as this role as a godparent, which is amazing. And I get to experience, even though I don't go there as often as I should, I get to see her evolve as a mom. And that is a beautiful thing to see. And I want to say this to you as well. I'm all over the place in this video, but it's the first video of the year. And this is just how it's going to be. It's just going to be random conversations. We're just going to talk it out, you know? Okay, God. It's a song. I kept seeing it on TikTok, and it was like, let it all work out, let it all work out, let it all work out. And I'm learning to just let it all work out. Let things work out because it all works out in your favor. I used to sit there and see, like, you know, I wanted to have kids. I wanted a marriage. I mean, I still do want kids in a marriage. And I understand because of my gift and my call, I want to travel. I not necessarily because of it, but I've always wanted to travel and do encouragement. I want to do motivational speaking. I've always wanted to do that and sit on panels and just have discussions with like-minded people or unlike-minded people and just create different dialogues and create bridges in areas where there's such a strong and big gap. And I understand that having children at this phase of my life, it just wasn't in the cards because I know that if I was to become a parent, I would be strictly focused on being a parent. So I wouldn't be able to fully be able to navigate through dialysis and dealing with HIV and the health things that come along with it. I wouldn't be able to deal with that with a child on my hip. I wouldn't be able to deal with that knowing that, like, knowing how much of my parents is in me. I would put myself last in everything. And that wouldn't be fair to them because I would end up making myself sicker. So God has put me in a position and allowed me the opportunity to where I can just focus on myself until the time is right to focus on other people. And even looking at it to where The nurturing I would want to give to a child, I get to give to my friends. I get to give it to the people that I encounter. So even you can still dream. You can still want things. And God will give it to you. And sometimes God will give it to you in a way that you weren't expecting. Something to think about, right? I used to always sit there and say, if I ever had a child, I'd want a boy, and I would want to name him Cairo. Right? I would want 3 kids. I would want to name them. I would want to name them Cairo, London, and Legend. That's what I would want to do, you know? And yeah, that's kind of just what that is. I would want to name them Cairo, London, and Legend, right? Interesting. And I always sat there, was like, that's what I want for my children's names to be. My godson's name was Kai. I never told my best friend what I wanted my first son's name to be. My second baby boy godson is Rome. And I'm just like, wow, that's a city in Europe. Love it. So I'm interested to see what the girl's name is going to be. But it's like, it's these things that I really don't talk about. And it's like, dang, like God still answers prayers. I get to watch these beautiful babies grow, you know? So it's interesting how I always wanted to see children in that aspect, but I still get to see it, just not as my own birth children. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, you know? So I want you guys to keep focused, keep pushing, keep pressing, keep praying, and let God work things out for you. Trust Him. Let Him take control. Let Him lead the way. And just let it all work out. Let it all work out for your good. That's it. Let it all work out for your good. And trust that He's working it all out for you. God's not just sitting back and just watching you go through things and just sitting with His popcorn like, oh, it is what it is. No. God is prepping and preparing you for greater. You just got to sit back and deal with the preparation. Dang, and it's crazy because I wrote it down in my notes. Something my bishop said on Sunday. And he was like, it's not a punishment. It's not a punishment. He's preparing you. And it's just like, dang. I had to realize that a lot of things that I go through wasn't a punishment because I carried with grace. I carried with a smile on my face. I carried with a glow. Not so many people I know can glow through the things that I'm going through. A lot of people can't glow through it. So I think that's going to be something nice to say, glow through it. Yeah, glow through it. So keep pushing, keep pressing. This fight is not over because God is always fighting on your behalf. I love you all. I still have hoodies on sale. $50, 10% shipping. Hit me up. I'm going to wear my hoodies in all of my videos because I officially have 5. I have tan one, black one, the original design, and I have, which is in white with the dual screw crowns, just the emblem, and then I have, and then I have the 2 of the second edition ones, which has dual screw crowns on the bottom part. So yeah, I might have come up with some new designs too, so be on the lookout. A lot of great things are going to happen this year. Just bear with me and watch. And I may be changing up how I do some things on here. I'm thinking about switching it just to a total podcast because I haven't got the time. I haven't gotten the time or I haven't, not really the time. I haven't really sat down and really like focused on the editing part because I have a project that has to be on the forefront. So, but I love you all. I will see you all next week.